Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video. In this video we're gonna talk about rocks and minerals. A rock is a solid aggregate form of a naturally occurring substance containing minerals. There are three types of rocks, including igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks. These are formed when molten rock, also known as magma or lava, cools and solidifies. Igneous rocks are furthermore divided in two parts, which are extrusive igneous rocks and also intrusive igneous rocks. Extrusive igneous rocks are formed when magma comes out as lava and cools on the surface, whereas intrusive igneous rocks are formed when magma cools off beneath the surface. Next in the rock cycle, there are sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are rocks formed through weathering. Sedimentary rocks can also be formed through erosion. Next on the rock cycle are metamorphic rocks. These are rocks that form from other rocks through heat or pressure. These later change back to magma under barrier and extreme heat. Minerals. These are building blocks of rocks. To be a mineral, it should have 5 criteria. The first one is it should be solid under normal conditions on Earth. The second is it should be naturally occurring on Earth, not man-made. The third is minerals should be inorganic, not living or made from living things. The fourth is the substance must have a fixed chemical formula made of specific elements. The fifth is the atoms that make up the substance must be specifically arranged, i.e. it must have a specific combination. Characteristics of minerals. Hardness. Hardness is the ability to resist being scratched. Hardness is one of the most useful properties of identifying minerals. The scale for hardness of minerals was invented by Frederick Marx in 1812. The scale ranges from 1 to 10. It is called the Mohs scale. 10 on the scale is the hardest and 1 is the softest. The second characteristic of a mineral is luster. Luster is how a mineral reflects light. The third is color. Color is one of the most obvious properties of a mineral. The fourth characteristic is streak. Streak is the color of minerals powder. You can observe a mineral streak by rubbing a mineral against a piece of unglazed porcelain tile called a streak plate. Last but not least, crystals. A mineral should have a crystal structure. This crystal form depends on how atoms are arranged. Rocks vs minerals. These are differences between rocks and minerals. The very first is rocks are solid substances which may have a combination of more than one mineral, while minerals are inorganic substances that occur naturally. The second difference is rocks do not have a definite chemical composition, while minerals have a definite chemical composition. The third is rocks are mainly classified as igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks, while minerals are mainly classified into 4 groups, namely silicates, carbonates, sulfides, and metallic minerals. Marble, slate, and limestone are some kinds of rocks, while iron, aluminium, and calcium are some examples of minerals. Summary. We started with rocks, defining them as solid aggregate form of a naturally occurring substance containing minerals. We went to the types of rocks, which were igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. We saw how they are formed. We looked through extrusive igneous rocks and intrusive igneous rocks and also how they are formed, where we went to minerals and defined them as building blocks of rocks. We mentioned the 5 criteria of minerals, where we went to the characteristics of minerals, where we mentioned hardness, luster, color, streak, and crystal. We went to the differences between rocks and minerals, where we said rocks are the solid substances which may have a combination of more than one mineral, while minerals are the organic substances that occur naturally. The second was rocks do not have a definite composition, while minerals have definite chemical compositions. The third was rocks are mainly classified as igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks, while minerals are mainly classified into 4 groups, namely silicates, carbonates, sulfides, and metallic minerals. The fourth was marble, slate, and limestone are some kinds of rocks, while iron, aluminium, and calcium are some examples of minerals.